movie coming out over the next few months, and it's going to be fun seeing that hit the box office and seeing what kind of name it establishes for itself. And while Victoria Justice is doing that now, you have everything to look forward to for Ariana Grande, and of course you can get more information on her through her website. Now, on a 5-star scale perspective, you can easily rate what Ariana Grande is doing now at least 4 out of 5 stars, because it's just been so fun seeing her propelled to unprecedented heights with her career. And years ago, if you were to take a look at someone like Ariana Grande, the interesting thing about her is you would never think that she would have ever amounted to what she's doing now. And that's the fun thing about Ariana Grande, because you never thought it possible for someone like her to get as far as what she did. You take a look at someone like Miranda Cosgrove or Victoria Justice, and you say to yourself, they're going to make it anyway because of the names they've established in the industry. It's taken them years to establish themselves, and there's a reason why they're the lead actresses on shows like iCarly and Victorious. But you take a look at someone like Ariana Grande, and you say to yourself, there's no way they're going to get anywhere, especially with a company like Nickelodeon. And if they do get anywhere, it's because of what Nickelodeon are doing for them. Now, Ariana Grande has had a lot done for her because of Nickelodeon, but she's also had a lot done for her because she's gotten to where she is because of her work dedication and just her work ethic that she's exemplified over the past at least 3 to 4 years. Of course, she made her debut in the Broadway musical The Lion King along with Leon Thomas Eli, and those two went from the Broadway musical The Lion King to doing stuff with iCarly and Victorious, and that gave them the momentum they needed to get to where they are right now. And it's been just so much fun watching the progression of their careers. And in the next 3 or 4 years, these celebrities who have been on shows like iCarly and Victorious are going to be people to pay attention to, because I've said this a lot on my video blogs on YouTube. These are the stars of tomorrow, no matter if we want to come to terms with the stars of tomorrow and who they are or not. These are the stars of tomorrow, and we have to start giving them the benefit of the doubt, if anything. And that's one thing that I love to do for someone like Ariana Grande. You take Ariana Grande and how much success she's had since being one of the lead actresses on Victorious. She has gone from being a lead actress on Victorious to recording a lot of singles and having them premiere on the Billboard charts. And what separates Ariana Grande from any other actress or actor on a show like Victorious is she's someone who's had a single premiere on the Billboard charts and skyrocket almost to the #1 position. The single The Way almost made it to the top position on the Billboard charts. It found itself within the top 10 a few weeks after its premiere on the Billboard charts. The AT40 countdown and of course the Rick D's weekly top 40 countdowns were talking about this song. They were tracking it so much. They were doing interviews with Ariana Grande thinking it was going to go to #1, and it came so close. From there she had Baby It's Cold Outside, and this new song she premiered at the AMA Awards show, performing it for the first time ever, an emotional ballad from Ariana Grande. And literally, you have to believe me when I tell you this, I was crying after hearing the performance of that song, because I never thought Ariana Grande would give such an emotional performance at an award show that featured the likes of Taylor Swift and Justin Timberlake. But her performance of that song, I forget what the name of it was, I'll have to look it up for you on YouTube and tell you at a later date and time what the name of the song was, but that performance was just worthy of giving her Artist of the Year. And there's a reason why her album was up for Album of the Year. It was because of just how much work she put into the album. Of course, it's called Yours Truly. It's available for download off iTunes and wherever music is sold, and I do recommend it for you, because if you actually take a look at the track listings from websites like iTunes, it is worth a couple of dollars you're going to have to pay for this album, either through your credit card or through an iTunes card. It is worth paying what it's asking for because of how many songs are available on this album and just how emotional some of these songs are. I mean, songs like The Way and Baby It's Cold Outside were emotional songs and very connected with its audience. But the thing is, there are a lot of other emotional songs on this album too that puts it in a position unlike any other album that's come before it from any other artist. And there's a reason why Ariana Grande should have been up for Artist of the Year, and why the album was up for Album of the Year at the AMA Awards just last year in 2013. And that's why in 2014 I think Ariana Grande is going to get that distinction of being up for Artist of the Year, whether it be at the AMA Awards show or another award show that deals with music in 2014. Look for big things to come from Ariana Grande. Of course, her supporting cast members for Sam and Cat, you have Jeanette McCarthy, who is a great actress, contributed so much to iCarly. I see big things happening for her, but maybe not as much as Ariana Grande, because really she's the focal point of this series, Sam and Cat. If you've never seen any of the episodes. They are still in the midst of season 1, and that's what I like about Sam and Cat. They're taking things slow. They're breaking on the Nickelodeon very slow. They're not coming immediately in and stealing the thunder of iCarly and Victorious and the momentum it had for a number of years before Sam and Cat started popping up on Nickelodeon. Obviously, now we have the answer as to why Victorious stopped filming in 2012 late within the year. They haven't filmed any new episodes of this. Obviously, we have the answer why, because Sam and Cat has a definite future with Nickelodeon, but I like how they're dealing with the promotion of the show. They're taking it slow. They're not over-promoting the show, and of course they have a website, Sam and Cat, to throw in occasional promos for upcoming episodes of Sam and Cat. Really like how they're approaching this, and they're not immediately jumping into anything, and that tells me that Dan Schreiner and his company, Dan Rep, that produces shows like Sam and Cat and has produced shows like iCarly and Victorious, is going to do something unprecedented for this show. And you take how slow this show's being promoted, give it 2 or 3 more years, and it's going to be the top show on Nickelodeon. Not taking anything else away from the other actors and actresses who are contributing to Sam and Cat, but Ariana Grande is putting the show over the top, and she's putting her own career over the top. If you actually do a Wikipedia search on her, she falls into the same category as someone like Victoria Justice. She's someone who has got a lot of accomplishments to her credit, and she has pages and pages and pages of information if you were to print out her Wikipedia page. The same like Victoria Justice, who has literally pages. It's almost like someone wrote a documentary on her career accomplishments. I mean, Victoria Justice has done voiceover work. She's appeared at award shows. She's appeared in movies, whether it be cameos or having lead roles in a movie like Fun Size. She has Kiss List coming out here in 2014. That's going to be a whole lot of fun for fans of Victoria Justice and the other actors who are going to be contributing out of this movie, actors and actresses alike, so make sure you look for that in the box office. And Ariana Grande is a future Hollywood film star. There is no doubt about it, because of how good of an actress she's been for shows like Victorious and this new one, Sam and Cat. Ariana Grande is going to follow in the footsteps of Victoria Justice, maybe not today or tomorrow, but in due time. So look for her in the box office in due time in a very near future for Ariana Grande, and pick up her album wherever music is sold in your area, or download it from iTunes. It is worth the price of an iTunes card, and it has so many singles that are going to make your heart skip a beat. Literally, this album will make your heart skip a beat if you have never heard any songs from Ariana Grande or any songs from her on the radio that are being spun continuously because of them being over-requested and over-promoted. These songs will make your heart skip a beat, and you got to take my word for it, and you got to trust me on this one. This album is going up for Album of the Year again in 2014 based on how many albums sold both on iTunes and in stores now. It's got to be Album of the Year, and Ariana Grande's got to be a candidate in there for Artist of the Year. Taylor Swift can get it year after year after year. There's no reason why Ariana Grande can't come in and fill the vacancy of Artist of the Year this year at the AMA Award Show or some other award show that deals with music. Look for that in 2014. And I want your opinion on Ariana Grande. You can contribute your opinion on our Facebook page at facebook.com/HCW Entertainment. You can follow and listen to our show on Twitter and send me a tweet at twitter.com/JonathanClarke1. And you can watch us on YouTube and give me your comments and feedback at youtube.com/JonathanClarke22. We have several Ariana Grande video blogs archived for you, including a look at Sam and Cat and its inaugural season, and I'll be throwing this one up in conjunction with the other Ariana Grande video packages that I've thrown up for you on our YouTube channel. You can also listen to our show now in podcast format. All you have to do is click on our links from our YouTube channel, find HCW Entertainment Podcast, and you get access to our stream of podcasts, which are now available for you in download on Pod Nova. Our YouTube videos have now been converted for you in podcast format. You can also sign up for our form through our website. It takes 90 seconds to create an account for. Once you register for our form, you can get in on the conversation about anything you find on this website or here on this radio show. For instance, our video review on Ariana Grande's success that she's had in 2012 through 2014. Starting back in 2012, big year for her. 2013 equally as impressive, and 2014, even though it's early in the year, it's going to be one of the biggest years Ariana Grande's had for her entire career, and she's been the talk of entertainment for at least the last 3 or 4 years. And you go back to her roles for the Broadway musical The Lion King, how she was singing, how she was acting. For that was an amazing accomplishment for her. She goes from there to signing with Nickelodeon for a lead role on Victorious, one of the main cast members. She contributed so much energy and so much spunk to that show, and then she goes from Victorious to Sam and Cat, joining a whole array of new Nickelodeon shows like The Thundermans and The Haunted Hapaways. If you've never seen any of these shows, they are very interesting. A lot of interesting concepts coming from the creative writers at Nickelodeon. A family living in a haunted house for The Haunted Hapaways, and a family of superheroes for The Thundermans. That kind of puts me in mind of Wizards of Waverly Place, but it's a different kind of show, and I've actually thrown up some episodes of shows like The Haunted Hathaways and The Thundermans for you on our Facebook and Twitter recently at facebook.com/HW Entertainment, on our Twitter at Jonathan Clarke 1. For those of you who have never gotten an episode of